Welcome to an educational moment. I'm your host, Dr. Pat Dingle. On an educational moment, I share information to help parents and students raise their academic achievement, as well as share information about how to enter various professional fields. In addition, on an educational moment, I discuss with guests using resources that are current, information that is relevant to the field of education. Specifically, I talk about opportunities such as grants, scholarships. I also try to inform community members about some of the jargon that is used in the field of education. An educational moment was created in order to level the playing field for all students. In particular, it is hoped that an educational moment reaches those who have less income and often do not have access to the information which I share, as well as underrepresented minorities. Today on an educational moment, I will be sharing information in way of highlights from the 4th annual State of the School System address by the Prince George's County Schools Superintendent, Dr. William Hite. I will also share information about seminars for teachers. Let's go to the slide. I was absolutely delighted to have the opportunity to attend the 4th annual State of the School System address by Dr. William Hite. And again, Dr. William Hite is the superintendent of the Prince George's County Public Schools. One of the initiatives that Dr. Hite spoke of, and we do need to return to the slide, is Dr. Hite would like the community to recognize our students. We need to go to slide 1. Prince George's County Public School students are talented and they deserve the support of the community. This is a request by the school superintendent for the community to become more involved with students in the school system, but in particular, Dr. Hite is asking that we recognize and encourage our students. Our students are doing positive things and deserve the support of the community. Now going to the second slide. I was absolutely delighted to hear information on new initiatives coming forward in the school system. In particular, I would like to highlight 3 of the outcomes that I garnered while attending the State of the School System address. Number 1, Dr. Hite says the goal of the county is to prepare all students to be college and workforce ready. In other words, every student that comes from the Prince George's County Public Schools is ideally going to be trained and ready as soon as he or she leaves the Prince George's County Public Schools to either be ready to go into college or to be trained so that he or she can go into a career field. And I think this is a laudable goal for our Prince George's County Public Schools. A second highlight that came out of the State of the School System addressed by Dr. Hite is that the goal of the county is to make education more accessible at all schools for all students. Now, I will not go into specifics on what Dr. Height said. I encourage you to contact the Prince George's County Public Schools, and I'm sure that Dr. Height's address and remarks will be available to the public as they normally are. So I'm not going into specific details. I'm just giving 3 highlights that I received while I was in attendance at the State of the School System. The last goal that I want to highlight is that our students in Prince George's County Public Schools will be trained so that they are globally competitive. In other words, the bar has been raised, and the superintendent for the school system, Dr. Height, has stressed that we live in a global market, in a global community, and that the goal for the Prince George's County Public Schools now is to ensure that all students from Prince George's County are being trained so that they can compete with anybody in the world. So in other words, they will not only be competitive for jobs in the county, but they will be globally competitive to compete with people from all over the world. And I want to commend Dr. Height on the initiatives and the Board of Education for the initiatives that were set forth. I think they are laudable. Now I want to continue with an educational moment, and I want to share with county teachers an opportunity that is available. Now, every year, I believe, seminars for teachers is offered. I have attended 2 of these seminars, and I encourage teachers from the county to avail themselves of this wonderful opportunity. If we can now go to the slide. The most recent seminar for teachers, which I attended, is entitled African American Theater and Performance. It was offered by Professor Scott Reese. I found it outstanding. From the seminar, I learned that African Americans have made numerous contributions to this art form. I also learned that African American playwrights have been prolific and have shared many different points of view as they have written their plays. During the seminar, I was taught, along with several other teachers, strategies for using and teaching theater. And I was also taught how to approach theater with students. Again, I encourage all teachers to avail themselves of this opportunity. This particular seminar was not the only seminar offered, but there were several seminars offered, and the seminars for teachers was offered by the University of Maryland in College Park. I believe that this particular program is a partnership between the University of Maryland and county school systems. So again, I hope teachers avail themselves of this opportunity. I would like to share with our television audience today a special opportunity that I am garnering and that I have started for our county children. And we're finished with the slide now. We have wonderful students in Prince George's County, and certainly we want our students to have every opportunity to be successful, and their success depends upon their experiences and the opportunities afforded to them. I am an art educator. I hold 3 college degrees in art. I hold a BA degree from Connecticut College in New London, Connecticut, where I majored in art and dance. I hold a Master of Arts in Teaching from the Rhode Island School of Design in Providence, Rhode Island. My terminal degree is a PhD, a Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Instruction from the University of Maryland in College Park. I say all this to say this. I am a product of the Prince George's County Public Schools, and I received an excellent education. One of the most outstanding experiences that I had was going down to the Smithsonian Institution 1 day a week for 2 quarters to study printmaking with the artist John Sirica. This experience, along with the training that I received at Largo High School, Kent Junior High School, from teachers such as Mrs. Frances Herbst, Mrs. Ella Edwards, who was a guidance counselor who taught me dance, Dr. Leroy Gaskin, training from my teacher who taught me student government, Mrs. Goldie Smith Watson, who directed our pom-pom squad, and my 12th grade guidance counselor, Miss Lois Widsack, and my art training from Mrs. Frances Herbst, and also Dr. Leroy Gaskin, the late Dr. Leroy Gaskin. The training that I received enabled me to be successful in college and successful in my career. So in the county, it's so important to provide our children with opportunities to excel and to be competitive in the global community. To this end, I am initiating a brand new experience and opportunity for students in Prince George's County, and I should say children in Prince George's County. The opportunity is called Creative Potential Art Exhibition. It's an opportunity for students in the visual arts. Let's go to the slide. Creative Potential Art Exhibition. This is an art contest that encourages students who have not necessarily had a lot of art training, but they demonstrate creativity and potential in visual art. This is an art contest that encourages abstract art, and it also encourages cultural expressions in art that differ from mainstream Western art. And I want to say that again. This art contest encourages abstract art and cultural expressions in art that differ from mainstream Western art. Our students need to know